Hey CFD, today we're going to be focusing on low back mobility. A lot of us get tight backs, whether we're sitting down or maybe we lifted something and our muscles are saying, hey, we worked out and we're a little sore today. I've got 3 exercises for you to help relieve some of that muscle tension. The first thing we're going to do is actually focus on the hamstrings. One of my favorite things to do is not necessarily stretch them out even more, but to relieve some of the muscle tension. We're going to do that with a ball and a box. I'm going to have Kyle sit on the corner of the box. This allows him to place his hand on the corner to allow how much pressure he's putting on the ball. The ball is going just on the top part of his hamstring. It might even be more in the glute area. You'll see he has 2 hands on the box, and you just kind of shift your hips from side to side. You might find an area that's a little tender or sore, and that's the area you want to focus on. You can take your hips side to side, or you can stay still and kind of press that leg down into the ball. Make sure you're breathing through this exercise. If you need something a little more intense, you can take your leg and straighten it out and bring it back in. Do that for about 5 to 10 reps. You have that option. You also have a foam roller. We're going to be working more towards the top of the glute area, right where the glute and the back kind of come together. You see that he's just kind of laying back on it, like he's relaxing. He's placing his hands behind him. He's going to do the number 4 stretch. This is where we place one ankle over the opposite knee. Makes it number 4. And then here you can just apply pressure, or you can actually add a little bit of a roll. He's just kind of pressing into his hand or pressing the floor away. He's also twisted his hips to kind of hit more of that upper glute area. Then we can also use what we call the peanut. It's just a double lacrosse ball taped together. This is available to all of our CFD athletes. You'll lay down on the ground first, bring those knees up. You're gonna press your hips up, place that in your low back, and then gently bring the hips down. This shouldn't be too painful. If it is, then I would suggest going to the foam roller. Once that lacrosse ball or that peanut is where it shouldn't be pressing on the spine. It should be along those muscles that are right next to it. Your body will tell you whether you're on the bone or on the muscle. Here, you can kind of wiggle back and forth. You can even just allow the hips to kind of sink down even more by taking a deep breath and blowing out. If you've got one side that's a little tighter than the other, you can bring one leg up to your chest and hold that, because that allows more pressure to go onto the spot. I hope these help. Let me know how it works out.